Check it out, guys. Now that the white truck is out of the garage, we took some time, we did some cleaning, we've moved toolboxes. Look at all of this space that we have in the shop now. Not for too long, because we're gonna be pulling in one of the Peterbilts, and we've got some things going on with it. We also have some maintenance that we need to do, but check it out. We've got the toolboxes up here in the front of the shop. Cleaned up quite a bit of stuff. We still got the first gen frame, but check it out. We've been consolidating, cleaning, spent a lot of time trying to make the shop a little bit more, I want to say flowy. What's the word I'm looking for? Less cluttered. Yeah. There was just crap everywhere without any organization. Let's go ahead, let's pull in the truck. But we have been cleaning. Look at all this open space. We should be able to pull this truck in very comfortably now, and I'm kind of excited to have a little bit of change in here and see some more space. Once we get the first gen up to Metal by Charlie, it's going to be a world of difference, but it's probably hard to tell on camera right now, but it feels like we almost just doubled the shop space.
Definitely efficient.
Okay, we're going to run with efficient. Anyway, guys, let's go fire this beast up. It still literally has the step deck connected to it from the last time it got used. So let's go build up the air, and you guys will see. Like I said, maintenance, and I don't know, it's making a weird noise, or maybe a lack of noise. I don't know. Let's listen to it and see what you think. Might need to do something well, let's just pull it in. You guys will, take a look at it, let's just hear it, okay? So, but we've been working on the shop. The shop is quite certainly getting more efficient.
Yeah, that's definitely working.
All right, let's fire this thing up. So again, I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be able to pick it up with the audio of the camera. Can you hear what I'm talking about yet? Yes? No? Maybe? Are you hearing what I'm hearing? Or maybe lack of hearing? I'm not sure. But we get this thing pulled in the shop, check it out. Like I said, it needs an oil change. It's needed an oil change since we picked it up. We've already replaced the fuel filters, but it's time for some maintenance and to see what we need to do about this noise.
These work lights are kind of cooler than the other ones we did yesterday.
They switched colors.
Yeah.
Well, truck is in the shop. Let it warm up for a little bit outside. First thing we're gonna do is pop the hood and get our oil change started because we have not actually changed the oil in this thing since we bought it. So we haven't driven it that much. Again, the truck doesn't work a whole lot. Obviously, we're gonna be going back with some AMSOIL. Heavy duty oil in this thing. Like I mentioned before, we've already changed fuel filters multiple times trying to chase a pre-existing thing, which is seemingly seems to be good and all taken care of. Turns out it's just water and fuel sensor. But changed fuel filters a bunch of times, so we need to take care of the oil, and then we'll get to this sound. I don't know. There might be something going on in this area right here. There's things that spin and create noises.
Radiator fan?
Right. We might need to change something, I don't know. But anyway, let's get to work.
Did you guys know that they started painting cat engines red here recently? Oh my gosh. Who does this?
All right, we broke her free. We are so close to overflowing.
That is terrifying.
I know. I have the drain plug back in my hand.
You want me to grab a vacuum and suck this vent out?
No, I think the waters are receding.
It's the second most terrifying thing. I heard you say we broke, and then you followed it up with loose, but I thought it ended with broke.
You should be used to saying I'm broke. No, she broke, I'm up. This wouldn't have happened if we had the Beaver drain pan. All right. See how much of a mess this makes. Oh, yep. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. The last clip you guys saw, I believe, was dropping the oil filter down. Surprisingly, we didn't make a huge mess doing the oil change on this thing, but we're still chasing this sound that we have discovered. We did a little side quest here, and we decided that maybe the sound would go away if we decided to paint the entire side of the engine. So we're gonna throw some fresh paint on there, and maybe that will change the sound. Maybe the exhaust gaskets need to be maintenanced. But after that, we are gonna go ahead and put the truck completely back to stock factory, because that is what we do here. Completely stock, OEM, to the T. We're gonna throw some paint on it, and then we'll get it put back together, and we'll see what happens with the sound. But if you guys are in a different place and want to do some upgrades, I have some stuff in front of me that is for display only here, but want to showcase some stuff to you guys. Check it out. If you guys didn't know already, starting off with this beauty right here, that is actually a Cat C15 manifold from the guys over at Steed Speed. So Steed Speed actually does make exhaust manifolds, just like all the pickup trucks that we have here. They do make manifolds for Cummins big truck application, Cat applications, so go check them out. Faster spool up, lower EGTs, better fuel economy, billet steel. These things are absolutely insane, but go check Steed Speed out. They are such awesome people. Obviously, going to the turbo, check out this turbo. Again, this is actually for our 379 truck. We've got a cat cover turbo from the guys over at Stainless Diesel. I believe they built this one, again, for the 379. I believe it's a 78 millimeter billet wheel on this bad boy. So Stainless Diesel, just like Steed Speed, also does do the big truck semi-world as well. So if you guys need a turbo to kind of pair together, get yourself, get the party pack going on your big rig, if you so choose to. These guys can help you out. Now, last person that we want to, actually there's two more. AMSOIL, obviously, because we're going to put AMSOIL in this truck, just like everything else around here. I believe AMSOIL is the best of the best, no exceptions. We're going to run some 1030. That is kind of what I've been instructed by some people running these trucks. So we're going to run 1030 in this truck. Got a factory oil filter going back on it. Again, factory, stock, because that is the way, right? Last but not least, Michigan Performance. If you guys are looking for a package to kind of like complete some of this other stuff, and you need some feed lines and some hardware and stuff like that, I would highly recommend going to check out the guys over at Michigan Performance. They can actually sell you a complete package too, but if you just need some miscellaneous parts and pieces or something like that, they can help you out. So just wanna give you guys all the options in the world. Do so if whatever have you. I am not telling you how to do it, what to do it, but I'm just giving you some information. So there you have it. Some things, some stuff, and go check them out. But we are getting ready to paint the side of the engine, and that is going to fix all of our problems. We taped her up. She's going to look nice and pretty. Nice little fresh coat of Cummins red. I saw on the internet somebody painted one of these Cummins engines yellow, and it was very confusing. I was confused, and I believe so was he when he made that decision. But anyway, guys, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling, and we'll keep you guys updated on this little noise thing we got going on here. So yeah, nothing to it but to let it fly. As you can see, we've got everything kind of like covered up. We're gonna turn the exhaust fan on and hopefully the whole shop doesn't turn into a tornado, but it's very possible. I forget to mention one thing in that last clip. When we were diving in and dissecting some of this stuff, we did find a couple things. Now, these are, I believe, the factory intercooler boots on the passenger side, off the turbo to the intercooler. Take a look at how that clamp came off of this boot. These things are just like really thin, and they end up getting like really chewed up where they ride, to the point where, I know you guys can't really feel it, you can just see it, but there's like 2 layers of rubber, one on the top, one on the bottom, completely missing from this boot. So it's kind of pretty heavily compromised in my opinion. Factory boots just really don't hold up to a whole lot of abuse and heat cycles and stuff like that. This one's chewed up on the inside here. The other side was a little bit worse, but not a big fan of factory boots, so we'll have to go ahead and change those out. And who knows, maybe that was some issues or sounds that we were hearing. But go ahead, replace your intercooler boots. It'll definitely prevent issues down the road that you may not have right now, but will pop up in the future. I think we fixed the sound. You tell me. I don't know what happened. I think we fixed the sound though. I think we fixed the sound.
Yeah, I think it's working now.
I think it was the red paint. Red paint and new exhaust manifold gaskets. Yep. Yeah, that's all we did. Got a little bit of a vibration, something squeaking a little bit, but hey man, do that again. That's insane. Friends, well, I am going to attempt to try to give you guys a little in-cab volume of the new red paint. It's definitely different, that's for sure. I don't know how we're gonna do this with shifting with both hands. managed to get our little test drive in right before the rain, of course, but first little test drive in the books with our new red paint. But that is pretty much going to wrap up this video. Man, you can't wipe the smile off my face. But huge shout out to the guys over at Steed Speed, guys over at Stainless Diesel, and the guys over at Michigan Performance. The additional upgrades are on point. Let's just put it that way. But super pumped. You guys will see more on all of that probably in the future, a little bit more than in this video. If you know, you know. But that is pretty much going to wrap up this video. Appreciate you guys a ton. We'll see you guys in the next video very soon. I think the 379 is getting a little jealous, so we might be doing the same thing on that, which we will be able to show you guys a lot more on the 379. So stay tuned, guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the next video.